Hello.
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 Right, we're going to go live in about.
This is on Facebook as well, right?
All right, welcome to Integrity Live. My name is Becca Whitney. It's lovely to see you all this evening. We had a few technical difficulties before we started. So a little bit fluffy. We're good. But there in the end. Today, I am absolutely delighted to have two very special guests. Would you like to introduce yourself to our viewers and tell us a little bit about what you're here to chat about today?
You go first.
So I'm Hayley, and I'm here to talk about Danny Boy, the movie, which is your project, really.
Yeah, so I'm the writer, producer, and I also have a small cameo in a new LGBT film, Danny Boy, which comes out on Thursday at 8 p.m. on YouTube.
Ooh. So tell us a little bit about the movie. What's it about?
Oh,
Without giving too much.
you know what? It's about a lot of things, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of things.
It's a love story, but it's also about the effects of homophobia, which is why I've started to hashtag stop homophobia, say no to homophobia. It's about the consequences of a misunderstanding, but also homophobia, and people need to see the dark side of it.
Yeah. Which is a very real reality still for people today, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So why did you write this story?
I'll be honest, it's not because I studied film or anything. I just got so sick and tired of watching TV programs and just never relating to anything. I never saw someone like myself on the telly. I always felt frustrated watching shows, and then you find out that the actors that are playing gay actors, they're straight, it's not even authentic, it's not genuine. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a movie and I'm gonna call it Danny Boy. And I knew what the soundtrack was gonna be like, and I was just like, this is what it's gonna be about. I was like, I'm gonna sort this out. And then it's I was almost 2 years ago, and here we are. Yeah.
So where did you get your inspiration from then for the characters of the story?
Okay, so I'll be honest with you, I always saw myself as Danny. I really wanted to play Danny, but then, basically once we met Naomi, who is the lead, she looks so much more, like the character, and she pulled it off a lot better than I did. And I just said, you know what? I got to fall back in it.
The art. You did it for the art. I like that.
Yeah, so yeah, she was better. So
But you have a small cameo in the movie as well. So where
I do.
Yeah, where should we look out for you?
Well, this is my first film, so this is it. Hollywood next.
And so then all of a sudden you've written it and it's there and it's ready to go, and then you're acting in it as well. Wasn't that a huge pressure on you? How did that feel? How was that as an experience?
So it was basically so I was frustrated with TV programs, and America are doing a lot of amazing things, right? But the UK haven't got anything current, right? So years ago, I don't know how many, maybe it was 8-9 years ago, I was inspired by a director and film writer called Campbell X. And he's an amazing, he made an amazing film called Stud Life, which I went to the premiere and I was blown away by that. So I was inspired by...
What's that called? Stud Life, right? Okay.
Stud Life, yeah, amazing film. It's got a great cast. It was about 9 years ago or something, but honestly, at the time when I was watching it, young gay girl, I was like, oh my god, that's me. So he super inspired me, and then obviously it was a frustration, and then my full-time job is I work in events, but I mainly work in premieres and film. So I'm all around Leicester Square, the buzz of Leicester Square with the red carpet. I'm around it all the time. So it was just it just happened,
Amazing. And so what about you, Hayley? Is this your first time featuring in a film? Tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah. So I'm a makeup artist and a hairstylist, and then originally when Rosh said, hey, I want to make a movie, I was like, awesome. I was like, I'm gonna do hair, I'm gonna do makeup, you're good, don't worry, I'm gonna help you. I'm just gonna support you any way I can. And then we had someone drop out, and then Rosh literally turned around to me and she's like, you are Alex now. And I'm like, okay.
It was a week before we were going to film Danny Boy.
Yeah.
how am I going to find a new main character? And she's been on set the whole time, watching the rehearsals, doing their makeup or whatever. And she knew all the lines. So I was like,
And I was like, okay.
and you know what?
But yeah, I actually really enjoyed it.
It was like it was meant to be.
It's
like,
awesome.
do you know what I mean? Like it was like you should have been Alex from the beginning, you know?
Yeah, it was nice of you to bring that on.
Then losing a main character just before it started, that must have been a little bit stressful.
Yeah.
I felt like I put a lot more pressure on Hayley because I didn't want people in the cast to think she was getting more special treatment. You know what I mean? Because she's my girlfriend, you know.
Yeah.
I put her through the hurdles. It was like the Olympics, wasn't it, babe?
Oh yeah. We had like little boot camps in the evening.
Right now, okay?
No, like I put her through like rehearsals all the time. I was like, nope, that's not good. Do it like this.
Yeah.
She was getting pissed off with me. I thought it was going to be the end of our relationship, but
it wasn't that bad.
I didn't want people to think, oh, look, her girlfriend, like, she can't even act and she's here. Like, you know, I wanted them to see, wow, she's, you know what I mean? Like,
but now we've watched it back.
Now we've watched it, and I'm like,
you know, it worked okay.
We're going to Hollywood.
So what was that like then, living and working together?
I mean, to be fair, we kind of do that all the time anyway.
Yeah, so obviously I work in events for mainly film. So I always make sure Hayley's booked as a makeup artist and a hairstylist. So we do kind of cross paths quite a bit. So we're, you know, I'm quite a creative person in terms of writing. She's creative in terms of her art, her makeup, painting, you know, so it's quite enjoyable to like be able to work together, you know.
So how long have you guys been together?
Nearly, it's just about 4 years now.
Our anniversary is next week.
Yeah.
4 years.
It's like 50 years. That's amazing.
Basically.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So is the art something that you've kind of always been interested in? What's
Do you know, I've always been a creative person. Like I've always
definitely
always wrote stuff. Like, obviously, like not for anyone to read, but just always been interested in writing. I know you've always been interested in like makeup and painting and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like the freelance like arty one, but I feel like you've always been very, very creative, and it's really nice because it's like now you've kind of let it all out, and it's like a really nice thing to see.
It's like a relief.
Art is really important for that, for the consumer.
I'm telling you.
Very.
Like that's why we do what we do, because we need that release, right?
Exactly.
So for you then, representation matters, because for you were saying that when you were growing up, you didn't see people like you so much on the films, and actually you can see for your journey that one film had a massive impact for you. So what are your thoughts on representation in the media now and how LGBT is portrayed?
I mean, I think it's changing in the sense of like you watch EastEnders and there's always a gay couple. Coronation Street, there was a lesbian couple that got married, and it was interracial as well. You don't watch Corrie, but you know, it is changing. But at the same time, in terms of people of color, I think they could do better, to be honest, you know. And with this film, I wanted to have, okay, there's only one person in this film that is straight, and they're not playing a gay character, they're playing a straight character. Everybody else is part of the LGBT community. So it's authentic, it's real, you're going to believe it. And it's very, very important to me that, you know, like I want the youngers that watch this to feel like they can like see themselves in some of the main characters. So like, for example, somebody could see themselves as Alex, you know, she's basically in love with someone that doesn't love her back.
Oh, we've all been there.
All been, that's what I'm saying, isn't it? So maybe if you watch it and that's what you're going through right now, you might feel like you relate more to Alex. And then the homophobia that happens with some of the other characters, if that's what you're going through right now, you might relate to them, you know?
So have you experienced homophobia?
Me, yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, I think I'm every single minority, really, innit? Gay, black, and a woman, you know.
Black and a woman, yeah, you tick all three.
It's you know, it's like, yeah, it's hard.
Have you experienced any as a couple, any kind of discrimination or challenges?
Do you know what? somebody asked us this question prior to lockdown. I was like, no, we've always had like lovely, everything's been great. Once we got into lockdown and that whole Black Lives Matter movement started and the George Floyd, it was just literally like, it just showed everyone who was racist, right?
Everybody.
In your life.
Everybody.
That you thought you was cool with, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So I'd say that was quite a difficult time for us as a couple because, you know, I'd say it was mutual as well in terms of like some of our friends that we thought we were friends with didn't share, like, you know, didn't understand the Black Lives Matter movement and said a lot of negative things, and obviously we're an interracial couple and Hayley really does support Black Lives Matter, and you know it was really hard, you know what I mean, it's really hard as a couple.
Everybody, isn't it? It's been a real kind of accepting of some real ugly truths about society and life and the way things are. And a lot of people who've never had to experience what it's like to be a person of colour or somebody who's LGBT and live with that level of discrimination on a daily basis, it's like a shock to their system to actually even conceive that this exists, you know, so they don't see it. And when you paint it in black and white for them, they struggle, I think, with seeing people of colour do really experience challenges every single day of their life just for the tone of their skin, and they can't see that they're so indoctrinated with the way things are, they don't even see that they are also part of the problem, you know.
Exactly. And there'll be people that, you know, because they're hanging out with us, we just think that they have the same views as us, and you know they're going to be just as open-minded, and you know, and then you hear them say something and you find out that they're not, and you're like, wait, but you hang out with us. And like we talk to you about, like Rush talks to you all the time, we tell you about like our experiences, and it's just like, huh?
We tell you about this movie that we've been making for 2 years.
Yeah, it's about homophobia and
what are you talking about?
How there's no representation. That's why Rush has made this, and it's like, what? So yeah, it's been eye-opening, but I think it was for the good that we saw this. So,
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we can't move forward as a society if we don't face some of the ugly questions about what we do and why we do it, you know?
Exactly.
So what do you think in the kind of in the current climate, what do you think is kind of next, really? I mean, like, in terms of like lockdown, where do you think we're going next?
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm just gonna be real because I think you appreciate that me being real. I actually really enjoyed it.
Something, yeah. Okay, tell us.
I did.
That.
Do you know what I did?
About that.
I went on Amazon. I bought some roller skates, yeah, and I was roller skating in the park every day on furlough. Like, yes. Hayley was running. You lost a bit of weight as well.
Like, I did, and then it came back when I figured out that eating was so much more fun.
You know what I mean? I completed Netflix and watched everything I wanted to watch. We spent more time together as a couple.
We did.
Yeah, I don't even think we had an argument, did we?
No,
it was great. Like, because I work like.
Still at your house. If we go in lockdown again, you are in my bubble, all right?
No, but like, I think for us, we work like so many hours, like to the point where we spend more time with our work colleagues than we do with each other. So the fact that like I was off work for 6 months, roller skating in the park, like, do you know what I mean? Deliveroo. It was great, and it was hot. It was good weather, you know. I enjoyed it. You know, when I got that call saying, "Okay, you got to come back to work," I was like, but at the same time, you got to be grateful to have a job because not everyone's got a job now.
Exactly.
So I was like, okay, I come back.
Sound effect filming the movie. What happened?
What was that?
So in terms of the movie, like we were actually very lucky because we filmed all of the indoor scenes just before lockdown. So they were done. So all the things in the bar that you're going to see, that was all done. And then after, well, not after lockdown, but once things got a bit more normal and we were allowed to like see each other outside and all that kind of thing, and people were allowed to do makeup again, all that kind of stuff for filming, then we could do the outdoor scenes. So I feel like it worked out well.
They'll be able to tell because like now when you go into bars, there's screens everywhere and it looks crazy. But in the film, there's no screens everywhere.
We just sit in normal, like, hey.
Ages ago, so, yeah.
No idea what's going to happen, but yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine watching the whole movie where all the actors had masks on for the entire thing.
Yeah.
Like Corey now.
I mean, I don't know what the next film's going to look like.
Hello.
It might have to be in a hospital kind of vibe, innit? With the mask.
Sanitizing, talking to you.
We'll be acting on our own in our homes, like on screens like this, and then
Yeah, exactly. It might just be that.
That'd be awful. All right, I've got some quick fire questions for you now. So as you're a couple, this has got to be the couples edition, which is nice. I've not had to do this before. So like no pressure. Like
wait, is this the sticky questions that you said? It's gonna get sticky. She said it's gonna get sticky, and I was like, get sticky.
You did encourage me to get sticky, but I'm not gonna fix it.
Oh. Fix it. Wait.
Sorry. That was us exiting.
Okay, cool.
They were like, nah, to the sticky, nah. All right, so I'll fire a question at you, and I'm only going to take your first answers, right? So it's coming from the subconscious here, ladies, whatever comes out, all right?
Okay.
Who's the messiest?
Hayley.
Oh, okay, it's me.
Makeup, glitter everywhere. My whole house is fucked. I swear.
Right. Who's the best cook?
I feel like it's me.
She's vegan, I'm not, so I think I'm the best cook.
You cook the best meat.
She cooks the best vegetables. Maybe it's both. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds like
I cook the best carbs.
Oh, it's for the second lockdown. I'm definitely coming. Who's the most romantic?
Ooh, well, it's our anniversary next week, and it's Hayley's birthday on Thursday, the same day as Danny Boy premiere. So I think it's going to be me, to be honest.
Okay, I'll let you have it.
Premiere for your birthday. That's not bad, to be fair.
It's all right. It's all right.
Where was your first date?
Oh, the Me Hotel.
Wait.
Or the first date.
There was two. So basically, when we started talking, and we started, like, Hayley got booked to do a makeup job at my workplace, and then she moved to Brazil to do the Olympic stuff. And we started talking while she was in Brazil, and then she told me when she was coming back, and I couldn't wait, so I went to the airport. Like, hi. And it happened to be your birthday, didn't it?
It did.
That's why it's almost our anniversary.
Yeah. Because Leah actually came and met me at the airport. It was really cute.
With a birthday present, which was a skateboard,
which I can't use. I tried to be cool. It didn't work. So, yeah. I appreciated it.
No, my daughter's into skateboarding, and 2 weeks ago we were in the park and she came off and busted her ankle. She's not been able to walk for 2 weeks. I don't like skateboards right now. I don't like skateboards. Who's the best timekeeper?
You.
Me. Even no black people's time with me.
I feel like there's a story.
You got the black people's time.
I feel like there's a story.
She's got the black people's time.
I'm always late everywhere, and you just don't.
I'm so like anal and organized. Like I plan my outfits
very
like, a month in advance. Do you know what I mean? Like,
the night before, she'd be like, "Hayley, have you decided what you're gonna wear?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just gonna wing it in the morning." And you're like, "It's ironed. It's fair."
Wow, that level of I salute you for that. Bloody hell. Okay, who's more likely to get lost? I think I already know the answer to this one.
Okay, no, I think it's me.
It's you.
It's me. Hayley knows the train.
I'm unorganized, but I know where I'm going.
She knows the train system well. I don't. I'm like, how do we get there? What's the directions?
Who's cooler in a crisis?
Hayley.
Me. I'm
like meltdown. Oh, my life is over. Oh.
And I'm like, it's fine. We'll just die. It's fine. No. I'm like very laid back, and I feel like you need to know what's happening.
I think because I'm so anal, and I you know, you kind of calm me down
balance
a bit.
It a little bit. Yeah.
I don't feel as.
And then
stressed.
You make sure I've ironed my clothes.
I make sure you're organized and you don't. Yeah, you have ironed clothes. Oh.
Do you know what this sounds like? A match made in heaven. To be honest, I'm not going to lie with you. Like you completely complement each other. It's very cute.
It's working very well so far.
What about when you went to Newcastle?
Oh my god!
So yeah, go on. We went to Newcastle because Hayley had a makeup job, and I just knew. I didn't even check your suitcase. I just knew that she didn't pack any underwear. I just knew it.
She just knew that I forgot completely.
So I got up and I went to the tune, and I went and got you some underwear, didn't I?
I literally came back from work and she was like, "Here is all the underwear you forgot." And I'm like, "Thank you."
Is that weird?
Without you, I would be an absolute mess. Let's be real. It'd be bad.
I love our eyes. I'm sitting here like, oh, so cute.
And also like worried.
So what's next? What's next for you two?
For us, as a couple, or is it?
And all the rest of it. I'm already planning my hat and my outfit. No pressure or anything.
Oh yeah, that's happening. That's definitely happening. Like, but do you know what it is? Like, it's a thing where it's like, who's going to propose? Like, whoever gets there first, isn't it?
Basically, at this point.
It could be me. It could be her. Like, whoever's. I think
day.
it might be me because I'm more organised, but I don't know.
Yeah, this is possibly you.
I don't know.
But you won't know where you're going.
I won't know where
I'll be there
going.
before you.
She'll
so
give me the directions. I don't know.
You can't keep a secret. So.
I can't keep a secret. I'm awful at keeping secrets. So
Oh.
I don't know.
So in terms of upcoming projects, what's coming up next? What's next?
Okay, so what's coming up next is also can I just say as well, I don't know if she's watching this, I hope she is. Michaela Cole, massively she's watching this.
Michaela.
Why are you laughing?
No, I'm laughing because I agree.
So she's massively inspired me with I May Destroy You. Did you watch that in lockdown?
No.
Oh my god.
You must watch it.
I'm disappointed in you. It's an amazing film. Not film, it's an amazing series.
But also you'll cry, by the way.
About an experience that happened to her. And I felt like I wrote some things. I wrote like a series about like a great chill kind of, about kids in school. But when she wrote that and I watched it, I was so inspired that I wanted to share a story that happened to me. So that is the next project that's in works at the moment, and I'm hoping that next year things are a little bit more normal and we can film that and have more money and more special effects.
It's going to be great. I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. If you love Danny Boy, the next thing is going to be off the chain.
So the premiere's on Thursday, right?
Yes, I mean, this is where we were going to have the premiere. Can you see? Like, it's like a screening room.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was going to be lovely.
It's going to be lit.
But then Corona.
But yeah, COVID happened, and then it was like certain members of households, and it got all political.
Yeah.
So we just decided to keep it as a virtual screening.
Yeah.
Which I think will be a good thing because I feel like we'll get more views.
But all the people that we want to see it will be able to see it as well.
Like people in America, people in different countries that contacted us.
People who will really relate to the movie as well. Like everyone can see it.
Everyone can see it, and it'll
be really good.
I think it's going to go off. I think do you know what? I'm not going to blow my own trumpet, but I think it's going to be. I think every gay person is going to be watching Danny Boy on Thursday at 8:00. And if you're not, I'm judging. I'm judging you and your choices.
So tell people about where they can follow it, where they can stream it, where they can find out more. Tell us.
Okay, so we have a YouTube channel called Loud Films. Subscribe, and you can watch Danny Boy on there at 8:00 on Thursday. We'll also be doing some Q&As on Instagram. So I have some of the cast with me on Thursday. Well, that was a surprise, wasn't it? Her birthday ruined that. Yeah, so Danny Boy Instagram. So it's she's laughing. So our Instagram is DannyBoyMovie_. So if you can subscribe to that or follow that account, you'll see some interviews with the cast, and we'll post little updates and little Easter eggs and stuff like that.
Lovely. And of course, I will be watching with my popcorn on Thursday, so I look forward to it.
I want you to tell me what you think. Literally, I watched it about 20 times now. I just can't stop watching it. So yeah, somebody else needs to watch it.
Very excited, exactly.
All right, so I think we'll probably have to leave it there for this evening. But my last question for you is that, as you know, we are called Integrity Magazine, and we would like to know, what does integrity mean to you?
This is, I think,
I think it really means sticking to what you believe, to me anyway. And I feel like you've really done that with this project as well. Like, you wanted to see representation. You wanted to see representation from every part of the LGBT community. And I feel like
it's important that we add as well. Like, it's not like we have people who are lesbian, who identify as queer, pansexual. We have transgender people in the cast. It is literally like everyone.
It's a rainbow.
It's a rainbow. It is. It's amazing, and you'll never see it. You'll never ever see it, but you're going to see it on Thursday. And also, some of the actors haven't been in anything. This is the first film they've done. That I took a chance on them. They took a chance on me. You know, I haven't done anything before this, so it's a very beautiful story. So
we are really excited to see it. We'll make sure that we share the link on the Integrity page. So guys, please do click it and subscribe and support this amazing movie. I can't wait to watch it, so I look forward to seeing the film.
And you're gonna, because you're like a musician, aren't you? You're gonna love the soundtrack. The soundtrack is amazing.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to drop an album or something, because the soundtrack is
right. So that original then. So the soundtrack is original.
Yeah, we've got like LGBT artists that have submitted music. Not all of the artists, but most of them are LGBT. So it's like songs you haven't heard before, and it's just like, this is amazing. Like, you're gonna love it.
That is really cool. We might have to get some of them on in the future to have a little chat and give us
All right.
All right, we will speak, ladies. Enjoy the rest of your evening in that lovely couple place.
We're gonna go and have Indian food now.
Dinner time.
Dinner time.
Now. All right, my darlings. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you again.
Bye bye.
Bye.
So nice to chat to
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.